Hello everyone, I'm making another video revisiting the Samsung Gear iconx that I bought quite a while back. Um, I got this, I believe it was January of 2017 or December 2016, it was right around there. This was I got it just as a gift, really, for myself, and there was there was a lot of things I was wanting it to be and figured that it would be, and a lot of that, which I did say in the first weeks, was true, and a lot of it still is true. But there are some things that I do want to reiterate on and mention after having used it for quite a few months now, and I've used it in some races before. Um, I did a half marathon um, running at the Elk, which is a good, nice off-road and on-road race. And this is what I got for getting first in my age group. Not really much of anything, but still nice to get. But anyways, so I wanted to go back towards getting the Samsung Gear Icon X. So one of the issues which I do think I did mention was the one issue I that was common is the disconnection. People said that they had trouble with disconnecting. Um, I mentioned, I believe, that if you have it turned kind of forward to so it's snug in your ear, you don't have that issue, and that holds true. So that is one of the issues that I knew that people had been talking about, and that issue is not an issue. It's just them not using it right. The other thing is the charging. So an issue with the charging is that the case does not hold a charge itself. It does, but for only a short time. Um, so what I've learned is that the only way it can hold a charge is by keeping it slightly open like this, which means that the earbuds are not getting charged at all. That's how you know that it's charged. But in order to keep the charge for the case, you have to keep it slightly open, which is, I think it's a little ridiculous. It's a little old. They'll probably have another one coming out, like a Gear X, Icon X2, or whatever the next one is, that will hopefully fix it. But that is a huge issue. I don't have. I didn't think it would be that much of an issue, but I have seen, like, there's been times where I actually want to go on a run, and I want to use these because these are awesome, and I end up having to postpone my run for a while because they're not fully charged. Um, I have learned, though, if you do charge this 30, 40 minutes, that the charge will actually be enough for my runs, because I run about 4 or 5 miles. Um, so that's long enough for me, because I'm running at about a 7.5, 8 minute mile pace if I'm running nice and slow. So that's something that I've noticed. Another thing is the blinking light. I think you guys just saw that. Um, I actually really don't know what causes that either, but that also does mean that your thing isn't getting charged correctly. So I really don't know if it's because it's just not on yet or what. So that's just something that I find pretty strange as well. Um, as far as the heart rate, um, time and distance tracker, a lot of that is completely bogus. Time obviously does work, and calories is okay. It's not the best. It's not going to be completely accurate, but I feel it's close enough for me to know. But I ran during my race, and I accidentally turned on the fitness tracker, and that's another thing, an issue I have with this. It's very touchy. If you want to skip to another track, you have to tap it twice. But if you want to go to a previous track, you have to hit it 3 times. And sometimes, see, there's a blinking line. Sometimes it's just too much to do when you're running in a race, especially long distance. And it's something that has irritated me quite a bit. As far as the sound quality, I actually feel that the sound quality is fine. It is perfect for me. I'm not that much of an enthusiast of how how I hear the music. It doesn't have to be great quality for me to appreciate it. I'm just a typical consumer that would like to use it for runs. It definitely gets the job done. To me, it feels like it's pretty good quality, but I've seen lots of other YouTube videos that say otherwise. Another issue is charging. It takes a good amount of time. Obviously, like I said before, 30, 40, sometimes 50 minutes to get enough for me to go do a run. As far as for working out, it's nice to have. You don't have to deal with your hands or anything. You can keep your phone in your pocket and use the Bluetooth, or you can have no Bluetooth going and have the music that's already programmed in your earbuds going. And I think actually having the capability of downloading music onto your earbuds is actually the big moneymaker for this product, because there are times, especially like in my race, where I'm running, I have my watch, my sports watch there, that's a GPS watch, and I just have my headphones in. It's super light. I can run just as freely without any issues. Obviously, you'll have issues if you put the watch on too tightly, but which I had. But the nice thing about this is that it's so light. It really gets the job done as long as you have charged it enough. But yeah, as a standalone music player, it is fantastic, perfect. Highly recommend getting it. Whether it's worth, I know it was when I got it. It cost. I think I got it on sale for a little bit under $200, but it's normally about $200. I'm not sure if it's quite worth that. I would say it's worth about maybe $150, something like that. But it's a work in progress. I definitely like it. I wanted to give you some feedback since I've actually used it, and I've used it a lot more now, and used in definitely different situations. One thing that I found, which is kind of unique, is when sweating. So when sweating, there's the way that it connects and tells that your ears are in are these little magnets. Sometimes when it sweats, it can disconnect. Sometimes it could also be the sweat combination with it moving in your ear. It doesn't move out of your ear though, so you don't need to worry about that at all. It's definitely better solution than these, which is the iHome Fit, which I got, I think, about half a year ago. Yeah, and I mean these were these are pretty nice. They worked pretty well. The problem is that when wearing them, the cords got tangled up, and then it stops working, and that's the problem with cordless headphones, is that they get tangled up, then they don't become really usable. I haven't seen any drop as far as charge wise, or really any drop in quality at all yet, which is nice. This is a fantastic way to go if you're just want something that will hold you over 2 hours or so, 3 hours. It's not going to be the solution for having it in all day, because you're going to have to charge it again. But I feel that it's great for working out. It gets the job done, and you really don't need really much more than that if you're just going to go hit the weights or go on a run, any kind of workout like that. So with that being said, that's my update on this. I knew I wanted to make an update on this just for how I'm using it and the quality and my thoughts on it, the pros and cons. There's obviously some cons, but I think there's a lot of pros that those pros are, they hit it where it needed to be hit it. And where it missed is more of a tiny minor details, with the only exception being the charging point, which is kind of a big seller, and I know lots of people that's been a deal breaker. And yeah, this blinking light, I know that's been an issue too, but I think it's also because of my one guess is that it just doesn't have enough of a charge there, so it's letting you know. And I think that's the case, because I've been charging this for about 30 minutes, and I used it yesterday. So with that being said, that's my review from like 3 months now, using it for 3 months, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you very much. If you like more reviews, this channel is going to have a few more reviews, especially if you're into running or lifting weights, things like that. I'm going to be doing a review today as well on the watch that I got, the Forerunner watch, and I got that I think about a month ago, 1 or 2 months ago, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on that as well. Anyways, thank you guys, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next video.